This is our church greenhouse. It keeps all of our shade ornamental perennials for the whole year. And so this year we got all new benches in here, so we started everything empty and we're able to plant and land things on the benches as we went. These are astilbes that have been planted over the last few weeks. The perennials come as either plugs or bare roots. I do take some cuttings off of some of my stuff as well. And nothing in ornamentals starts from seed. Brunneras, bleeding hearts, some ferns. The tiarellas are already blooming in here. So these are all great shade perennials for our area in northern Wisconsin. Pulmonarias, these are really great shade plants if you have deer problems. They almost have like a faux hosta look. The primroses are beautiful and blooming. It's really sunny in here today. Lots of hostas are planted for this year. Some were wintered over from last year. Whatever we don't sell, we cut back and winter over in a cool greenhouse. So a lot of these ones were last year's crop that are just regrowing. We have Jacob's ladder, ligularias, and then the perennial department starts putting hanging baskets in here as well. And the church has always been the home of a lot of the fuchsia baskets that we sell for retail. So they'll be in here and being watered by us in perennials for a few weeks until they start getting sold in May. Some of the first bloomers are also these hellebores, which I posted pictures of a few weeks ago on our Facebook and Instagram pages. They come as doubles and singles and a couple different colors. They're called Lenten rose because they typically bloom during the Lent season. And so they're one of the first bloomers in the shade garden. This is our school greenhouse. It's not covered yet. We keep it uncovered throughout the winter. So it depends, and every year is different when we get this covered. We're hopefully going to have it covered soon. There's still lots of snow in between the houses, and a lot of times we've had to snow blow in between the houses in order to access the tracks to get this covered with our greenhouse plastic. Once this is covered, I'll be moving a lot of plants from number 10, which is an annual greenhouse. A lot of plant moving to get everything in here and stocked and ready to sell. This is our blacksmith greenhouse. It's normally has all of our sunny ornamental perennials in it. We use this house to winter over the majority of our ornamental perennials. This house has an extra layer of opaque plastic on it, so it is a lot darker in here. So a lot of the plants are still just naturally waking up from their winter sleep. So they're not as far along as the plants that we saw in the church greenhouse. A lot of these are going to stay on these benches, and some of these plants will be moved next door into the school once we get it covered and a heater put in there. So this is bee balm monarda that was overwintered last year. We've also started some new crops that will be staying in here as well. These are our Baptisia decadens pink truffle. It's a very pretty pink Baptisia. These will be moving into the school. That's why we just have them on the floor right now. We have lots of lilies planted. So these are all the lilies. These were planted a couple weeks ago. So they're just starting to come up with it warming up slightly outside and a little more sunshine. This is our crop of Perovskia Russian Sage Denim and Lace. It's the Proven Winners Perennial of the Year. It's a really nice Russian sage. So we'll have lots of those this year. And that's the stage they're at right now. Penstemon, sedums. We try to put most things into quart-sized pots these size pots, just to make the cost a little bit better. But we do like some of the Proven Winner varieties, so those we have to have put into Proven Winner pots and have extra tags for their marketing. We also have lots of iris. These were wintered over in here, and now they're starting to grow quite a bit, so we should have blossoms on these shortly. One way that we save time and work is having a lot of our flats pre-filled. So these are all pre-filled black deep pots that come on a pallet for us from Susan Wausau, and we're able to pull these off, get them unthawed in a warm greenhouse, and be able to plant a lot faster than if we had to fill these all ourselves in our potting machine. We have a few more pallets. We've gone through quite a few pallets already in perennials since most of our planting's already done for the year. This is the hotel, which is our native retail greenhouse. It's still very packed up from winter with all of the signs condensed and all the plants condensed. Everything in here gets cut back in the fall and placed on the benches, and then it slowly starts growing. Some stuff's already really going strong, and some stuff's just starting to come up. We also grow most of our stuff from seed, so we have a lot started in the prop house, and we have lots being stratified in our fridge right now. So as soon as we can, we'll be moving a lot of this excess over into another greenhouse that'll just be held back orders and excess, and then we'll get all the signs set up and easy for people to shop in here. So there's lots of moving of plants all the time. This is butterfly weed. This isn't up yet. I placed this closer to the heater in here because it can handle more of the dryness, and we have to plan that way when we're packing things up in the fall.